Yo, my peoples, what's up? Happy Halloween to all the One Stop Co-op Shop fans out there. If you are a fan of our channel, you'll know that over the last couple of years, I will try to put down a Halloween-themed game for every Halloween. We got plenty of them here in the hobby. A couple of times we've done ghost stories. I got the suggestion from a watcher on a previous video to go back into ghost stories, but to do it on hell mode. Hell mode is the hardest mode of the game, an already hard game made even harder. I'm missing some resources. I'll get into that as I get to the playthrough. And also, not only do I have to defeat one Wu Feng, I have to defeat 3 of them coming out of the deck. So that will be this playthrough. If you are unfamiliar with ghost stories, I am really sorry about that. This game is way out of print. Hopefully you can pick it up secondhand. If you want to know how to play, go ahead and check out some of the previous playthroughs for that. Here I am going to dive right into hell mode, ghost stories, 1 Taoist versus 3 Wu Fangs. Let's go. After these channel announcements, we are the One Stop Co-op Shop, a multi-platform gaming empire and your one stop for solo and cooperative gaming goodness. Alright, I am the Green Taoist, starting in the middle. Their special power is that they will always get to roll this die, and I will not roll the black die as long as this is the active player. There will be circumstances where I have to roll the black die, but for the most part, I've shut that down a little bit. So that's pretty cool. I have my 3 tokens that represent activating the other player's power. Start with all 3 of them, and 1 of each token. What is missing? I do not start with a black token, and I do not start with my yin yang token. That is the hell mode. I have to somehow earn it through the course of the fight. Let's see how I do. All right, so let's get this party started while I am here. It is a green ghost, a rotten soul. Not too much to it, but if I beat it, I would have to roll the black die. This is one of those cases where it's good to be green. I don't just in the way right now and will not have to roll that die. Key to ghost stories is getting set up and staying ahead in terms of your power-ups. So I'm going to let the board cook a little bit if I don't get any immediate problems. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to spend 1 token in order to fire off the blue power. The blue power that I've selected is when you activate something, do it twice. Either fight twice or activate the space twice. Of course, I'm going to activate both Buddhas, and I'll get those laid out next turn. In addition, I'm also going to play that token right there. For the yellow, the yellow's power is once per turn, I can get a token, a Tao token from the supply. It's going to be a black, so we've recovered that. That is the end of the turn, so I moved, no move, did the action, and then end of turn, I get to pick up my power tokens. So much of solo is managing these power tokens effectively. Let's see if I'm able to do that throughout the game. Next up is the fatty yellow plague. I love having this one out early as well because, I mean, it's hard to beat, but you don't have to beat it. Just let it sit in the middle, and I may not defeat this throughout the entire game. Either I'm doing really well or I have to empty this out really poorly. At the beginning, it's not so bad. Okay, so first of all, let's go ahead and move over here and use my double spark from the blue, and I will roll these dice twice and get me some Tao tokens. We got black and yellow. Love building up my black, and come on. Oh, okay, the game is telling me to beat this thing. That's not bad. Or if a black comes out, then I am more than prepared for it. That's great. Now, the problem with ending there is that I cannot place these Buddhas. So that is actually not good news at all, but what are you going to do? So now the game is going to start laughing at me. Here is the next card, a Raging One, 4 red to defeat. Every single turn it is going to roll the red die, and because it is on the red board, it does roll the red die every single turn. If I defeat it, I get a Yin Yang token. So that's nice. That's how you get the Yin Yang tokens in hell mode. You got to earn it. You're not just going to start with one. All right, so here's how I'm going to handle this. Don't know if this is the total smartest move, but I'm just getting set up. I don't feel like I want to attack things yet. Here's the mistake that beginners in Ghost Stories make. They just go after the worst thing without having the requisite Dao tokens. I am not prepared. I only have one red. So I am going to move here instead. I'm going to go to the Pavilion of the Heavenly Winds. And I'm going to use my second token, which is on the blue power. Means I can activate the tile that I'm on 2 times. So it's like, okay, 1. Move that over here. So while they are here on the green space, they will not roll this die. So I need to take care of this eventually, but I bought myself a ton of time. And I can move 1 Taoist. I only have 1 Taoist. I'm going to move over here. I use that token so I can use it again. So where and the space that I'm at, I love setting the, I forgot what exactly, I don't know what the tiles are called. The discount house. We're going to call it discount house. And that comes from the reserve. I'll put that here. I could theoretically set that to red, but black is always the worst. That is the biggest problem in the game. So I like having set it to black. And if I really need to, I'll change it. But for now, I feel okay. The game does not let up, does it? We have the Fury of Depth. 4 blue in order to defeat. This is actually not a great start over here. They are going to roll that black die every single turn. Once again, and I do get the Yin Yang token for defeating it. But once again, it's come out too early. I just haven't built up the tokens yet. So what is going to happen is I'm going to do that again. The Heavenly Winds thing, but I'm going to do it a little bit differently. So first of all, let's go ahead and use this token. Got to use it at the beginning of the turn for the yellow power. The yellow power is going to get me a red to build up to defeat that red down here. So now I have no helper tokens left. They should go in the middle. I'll put them in the middle from now on. Okay, so we're going to go here. We're going to use this. We're going to go BAM! Right there. It doesn't get me the Yin Yang token, but I have a Yin Yang token staring at me. And like I said before, this is too early. So I feel fine about that. And then I get to move a Taoist. That's going to be to the middle. I can't pick that up again because I don't have the actions for it. But at least I can pick up my 3 other Taoist tokens. And now I'm reset, ready to go. All right, next up we have, that's this game. You don't really feel like you could ever get some breathing room. That ghost summons another ghost, and that is going to be a zombie. Let's go ahead and put the stones characters right here. Eventually, I'm going to go in there, wipe that out, but I don't feel ready for that. So I was saying before that I don't love defeating these things, but I got so many yellow tokens on the, whatever this thing is, the token house. The discount house and the token house. I'm sure they have real names. But anyway, so we're going to move over here and let's just go for it. I have a lot of yellow and I'm rolling a lot of die. So let's go ahead and take care of that. Clear up some space. All I need is 1 and preferably 2. Let's see if I can get 2 yellows. I got the 1 yellow and I have to spend all 3 of my yellow tokens. But I get stuff back. So let's go ahead and defeat this thing and I get 2 tokens back. So it's kind of like a token exchange. I'm going to have a yellow and a red. You all know what I'm going to do with that red over there. And I wanted to clear this out because it gives me a chance to place another Buddha. All right. So as far as the zombie or the ghosts go, except for those really big monsters, I'm kind of getting lucky at the beginning. This abysmal. I can let them sit and cook for a while. Once I get 2 in a corner, then I can start to clear stuff out. But for now, I'm going to continue with my setup. Setup means getting a Yin Yang token. I'm going to spend 1 to get the last red because I have a feeling I might need it. Hopefully, I won't need all 4 of these. So I'm guaranteed to defeat this thing. It's just a question of how many tokens I'm going to use. That's where you want to be in Ghost Stories. Be in a place where you can either defeat it or almost defeat it, and then it's a question of how many tokens you spend. So Greenie is going to unleash the Fury. And yeah, finally, beautiful. I love that. Okay, so I rolled 3. The whites are wild. Only have to spend 1 red. I have that for the next things. And I get to defeat the Raging One. Take your Yin Yang token. Love having that back. I can trigger any space I want at any time. And while I'm here, whoa, the Soul Eater is there. Oh, there you go. They're not even a boss. Look at this. It's not even a boss. And it looks terrible. 4 black, and it is going to take one of my tokens, and it would roll the center stone, but I am green, and I'm also going to take it out right now. So had a plenty of red, so let's go ahead and just give back a red. I have 3 black from that awesome roll from here and just getting stuff, and this is why you put set the discount to black. Don't be reactive with it and just, put it on whatever colors unless you really need to. As much as possible, try to make the discount house black. So I am guaranteed to beat this thing. And I also will get another yin yang token when I defeat it. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to use this now. And on the token house and get just 2 tokens for my trouble. Let's go ahead and get blue. And what else is out there? Yellow. So I will get that back when I defeat this thing. Come on. 1, 2. Discount is 3. I only spent 1 token. Blah! I have defeated the Soul Eater, and I got my Yin Yang token back. Hopefully at this point, y'all know how I can defeat Hell Mode. It's not so bad in solo. 4 players is a little bit out of control, but solo, hopefully you get the rhythm, and you can get to defeating it in your games. Okay, now here is some poop. This is summons another ghost and turns off my awesome power. So that is definitely going to get taken care of as soon as possible. And you also see how the corners are being built up. So I'm doing a decent job, but you see the percolation of the ghost as they come in. I'm spending time on setup. They're building up. Hopefully I can kind of knock them down with alacrity. Speaking of knocking down with alacrity, I'm going to go into the corner. I'm not going to spend any of these tokens, the player tokens. I could to make this easier, but I have enough resources to take care of it all now. So let's just go for it straight so I can spend a little bit more time on the edges. I got nothing that is relevant whatsoever. So I am going to spend a green token and a red token, take care of this corner, clean up some of the junk. And it's a good thing, too, because I got my first of the Wu Feng bosses. It is the Uncatchable. If they show up, or when they show up, they would have rolled the black, but I am green. And that's why I defeated that stupid ghost, because I wanted to have access to green power. They have to be placed on a Buddha in order to hit it. So I can't hit anything yet. I can't hit it yet until I find a way to finagle that thing onto a Buddha. And then I get a Yin Yang token and another life when I defeat it. Check that out. I got a Buddha token right here. So let's go ahead and use my second power. No, I can't use that. I have to use the Yin Yang token on the Pavilion of the Heavenly Wind. Such an underrated tile. So that is going to take this Buddha, take this ghost, plant it on that Buddha. It does not kill it, but it makes it killable. And I get to move 1. So now my regular turn begins. Sure. Let me go ahead and take this token on the yellow power and use it on a black. So now I have 3 black tokens. I don't need it, but just in case. It's always good to have black tokens around. So I'm going to move and I'm going to attack. This is going to be an automatic kill, but how many tokens am I going to spend? I don't spend any tokens! Ah! You are the last dragon. And you possess the power of the glow. Get used to that, 80s people. It's really important to be on top of the Wu Fangs in Hell Mode. So that a lot of this is just totally on purpose, knowing what the flow of the cards and all that good stuff. So I get another life, bringing me from 3 to 4. And I get my Yin Yang token back. I have 1 token right here. My token pile is acceptable. Bring it on. I was looking for these haunters. So we have the Restless Dead, kind of average in terms of their lethalness. This would be a time where I would kind of float back in and reset, get my tokens back. Well, I should probably put them again. Should have put them here the whole time. That's where they belong. So I would float back in here, get the Buddhas and get that. But this is one of those cases where I'm right here. I do need to kill this thing anyway, and I have 2 yellow tokens. So I am just rolling to see how many I don't spend. I don't spend anything. I'm rolling well and also prepared, luck and skill in the house. We are starting to build up on Haunters. We're going to get that into the corner over there. And let's go ahead and do it. We're going to spend our last token to use the space that we're on twice. Go ahead and take those both Buddhas, take all 3 tokens, and reset, feeling really good. So now next turn, the Haunter is going to come, so I'm most probably going to have to take care of that. Let's see what else comes out of the deck. Ah! This is Genuine Ghost Stories, making you deal with multiple crises at once. I cannot do the double action as long as that ghost is there. In addition, another Haunter is coming out. The red board is now full, so if another ghost were placed in the red board, it would just lose a health. That's no good. Or actually, that's incorrect. It just loses a health every single time, and if it loses all the health, I lose the access of the ability to fly around the board. So that is not a thing that we want to indulge in the slightest. So let's go ahead. Don't have a lot of red tokens, so I'm going to spend one on the yellow power. I'm going to get another red token. I'm not happy with the way I am set up right now. Might have to use both red tokens. I'm prepared for that. Let's see what happens. I have to use both of my red tokens. Was a worthy sacrifice to save the village. And this is really important why I went to the corner first. Let's go ahead and place both Buddhas. I have a feeling they're not long for this board. Game putting more pressure on me. Now it is of blue. Here, I cannot use the die. I have to use tokens. And I really dislike that I have to put this in the middle, but I made that trade-off. I spent time building up and not just chasing around. So now blue is a pretty big problem. So here is where having extra life from beating the bosses actually helps you. I'm going to use my Yin Yang token. And I'm going to spend 1 life on here. Activate this one. I don't know if this is graveyard. It is. We're going to call it the Killing Ghost House. I remove 1 life to remove 1 ghost anywhere on the board. That's going to be this one. So I now have my double action again. So I'm not really afraid of losing a whole bunch of life. So let's just do that the regular version this time. We're going to spend another life. That Haunter should have moved up. They would have killed my discount house. We cannot live that life. Have to keep this awake at all times. It is so important. You see that. So at the cost of my life, I was able to take care of the worst things, and I still have my Buddhas out there. I'm feeling good about that. Also, at the beginning of the turn, this has to happen at the beginning of the turn. Sorry about that, people. I did use my token on yellow to get myself a red token back just to start building this pile back up again. A useless fatty shows up. That's nice. So the next red that comes in is going to get a Buddha for their tailbone. Actually, you know what? I'm going to change that up. Instead, I'm going to destroy this fatty with the Buddha. The Buddha is going to go to the middle. I'm going to use my last token on the yellow power and get me a red token. So that begins that process again. Then I'm going to move, use a regular action to take that Buddha and all 3 tokens. Managing my extra player tokens. Love it. Next ghost up is a blue. They're once again choking up the blue board. Don't like that they're in the corner. Don't like that I have to defeat those things. And I am not that great in terms of those 2 particular tokens to take out that corner. I'm going to try for it anyway because I need to clear space and I need to place my Buddha. So let's go ahead and use one of the yellow power to get a 3rd blue token. So I'm feeling okay about my chances here. So I believe you have to declare if you're using the use power twice before you roll. So let's go ahead and just declare that. I am now using 2 rolls. I want to see if I can get both of them. I'm not afraid of this stone because I'm the green player. Let's see what happens. Okay, reds. That takes care of that red just immediately. That's really nice. And I did use it, so might as well just roll again. I can't carry it over to the next thing. But it's success so far. Blue and my 3 blues are eaten, and I have cleared this space. I've never played a game where I've beaten 2 of these. on purpose. But that is the way the cookie crumbles. So let's go ahead and restock. So let's go ahead and get 2 blue back because I have this one over there and some other stuff as well. I got all my blacks, so I'm feeling good about that. And blue. Still have some haunters left, so I think I'm going to set that bomb over there and see how things go. Game does not let up. We have the Dark Wraith. It is a haunter, and their special power is that they are going to skip ahead on the phase. So next turn, if I let them go, which I won't, spoiler alert, they will take this nice, beautiful kill shot house out. Yeah, we're not letting that happen. I could have placed it on the Buddha, but I like the idea of getting my Yin Yang token back, and I have the discount and the 3 tokens. It's just nice to be able to take care of blacks. So let's go ahead and use my last token to fly over here and see how many tokens I spend killing that thing. I spend 2 tokens. Giveth and taketh away. So I get rid of this one. And I activate my Yin Yang token once again. Next up is a hopping vampire. One of the worst of the regular haunters because they are 3. I only have 2 yellow tokens. Should I go to the middle and pick up the pieces again? You see how powerful these are, but do I risk letting that one go? Also, there is one more card until I get the second Wu Feng. All of that is in my decision matrix. Ugh. All right, so as you can see, I'm pretty liberal with my Yin Yang token. Let's go ahead and use it on the pavilion. So we are going to send this ghost over to, right there. That's my favorite part of the game. Just throwing the card at the toy. So that kills this one automatically and moves this to the middle. Reason I like doing that is because I could just move to the middle, use this for something, use my action for something, get my 3 player tokens back, and be ready for the next one. Ooh, just in time. Black Widow. 2 blacks, and they lock all of the Dow tokens. Ugh, Black Widows, they are one of the worst cards in the entire game. Let's go ahead and get the snazzy lock token just to declare to the world you cannot use your tokens. And I have Wu Feng left, so you know I have to take care of them this turn. So let's go ahead and use this token right there to get another black. It doesn't matter because I can't use tokens against it. However, the next Wu Feng is coming, so I want to prepare. So let's move in. I have my discount again. Always set it to black, at least in my opinion, unless you have to do otherwise. I have to roll 1 black on 4 dice. Do I use another token just to ensure, especially when Wu Feng is coming? Let's go ahead and roll the dice, trust in fate, and that I'm going to roll at least 1 black on these 4 dice. Yeah, there it is. I hate it when they're connected because there's another card that wipes out wilds. So yeah, the fact of the wilds and the fact that I don't have negation of wilds out there, didn't even have to use anything else. I have defeated the Black Widow. And because I already have a Yin Yang token, I am going to get a life back, and that life is going to be fed in here somehow. Have a feeling the next one is going to show up in the bottom, so let's go ahead and stay right here. Oh, the Nameless. Oh! They are going to remove the black from the discount house. And look at that. They negate wilds. So there's all sorts of badness that happens with this incarnation of Wu Feng. So they get rid of that, which is basically just telling me use my Yin Yang token to put it back. It's the only one that does it. So it's like, okay, good. Discount house is taken care of. So I have all the tokens. I don't have green. Okay, I don't have green. Let's go ahead and use the yellow's power to get green. So I can beat it. It's just a question of how many tokens am I going to spend. Woo! Can't use that. We have that for green. The black is wiped out, so this is going to wipe me out pretty good. Blue, red, yellow. Yep, blue, red, yellow. Those tokens all go back to the pile. But I at least have defeated the Nameless. Oh, you cannot defeat us. We are eternal. Well, yeah, we shall see about that. I am now loaded for bear. Very token light. So we're going to have to change that. At least I have the 4 key tokens life to cover me a little bit as the board repopulates. All right, let's check it out. We have the Scarlet Evildoer, another Haunter, another 3-point Haunter. That's no good. So I'm at this tile right here. I don't want to deal with them. I don't have any red whatsoever. So I am using this key token and killing it. Just straight up, because this is hard to handle, don't have the tokens, etc. There is a score system. So if you end, I think it's with 6 life that you end up with the highest score. I just want to win. Especially, I'm kind of doing the playthrough and handling the camera and everything. I have done it where I've ended with, I think, 6 life and, gotten all the scoring and got the perfect score. I don't need to worry about that right now. All right, green is set up right there. They summon another ghost, another green, the fatty. Cards that separately I don't have to worry about, but you see they've made a little gang, and now I don't pull from the deck anymore. If I were to take some turns, it would cost me life. So it would eventually drain me of life, and when I'm at 0, that's the game over because no one's around to resurrect me. So knowing that I'm not going to get any new ghosts, I am just going to ignore it for a turn. That's going to cost me a life at the start of next turn. So I'm just going to go over here. I'm going to spend my last player token, and I am going to roll twice on the token house. All right, so we got white, which is going to be a yellow. I don't have it. I'm sorry, red and yellow. Let's get some more tokens. More tokens. We must have tokens. Yellow and red. Okay, so yellow takes care of a side. Didn't get much green, but I think I can take care of that another way. And so ignoring this cost me a life. I am down to 2 life left. Let's not push that. I could go in the middle and take care of that, but for reasons, don't want to. I don't have the green, the other green that I would need. I could use this yin-yang token and try to get one more sub-boss before another boss comes out, just to shore things up a little bit. Let's hold on the yin-yang token. Let's trust in luck. Kind of leaning into the fact that I'm the green and I'm rolling an extra die, an extra wild. Should cover me to get everything that I need. Okay, so that is 1 and 1. Actually, yeah, let's do it that way. Actually, no, let's do it this way. Okay, boom. So we're going to spend 2 yellow, which still leaves me with 1, and defeat these 2 things. Goodbye, goodbye. Bam. Cleared out that space. I have room for more. Next ghost up. Ha ha ha! Boom! You are booted. You are out of here. And then that also negates the cascade, so I won't get another ghost. That's pretty nice. So that's automatically, I'm just going to be going into here. I can't do the 2. I can only get the 1. Maybe I can hang on an extra turn, get a Buddha, or I'm getting close to the last Wu Feng, so I might not need this last Buddha. We'll see. The game's definition of giving me a break. Another zombie. That is going to go right there. So just in case I want to take that out, I don't know because I am getting close to the end. So that lets me go here, spend 1 token, and roll for some more, get the token house going again. We got a black and a red, so now I have rid the supply of black, and we have a green. Unfortunately, you roll a black, and you just don't get anything. But I have 1 of every token, and all the blacks, so I think that should be sufficient for now. We are up with a sticky feet. Gets the sticky feet are walking on the ceiling? Sure. That seems creepy enough. So let's go ahead and put that haunter right there. What shall I do? Let's go ahead and take 1 to do the yellow power to get a yellow token. Let's take another and put that right there. We're going to use the fire off 2. So let's move them here. Heavenly Winds. You notice I like to save a lot of the Heavenly Winds for the Haunters and get myself repositioned. What a situation there. So fire off the next power, so I can only get one of these, but I get my 2 tokens back, and I'm still ready to rock. The game says, haha, pounding you in the blues. But that is a weenie at that point, so is it even worth taking care of for now? Maybe, probably, I don't know. Yeah, sure, let's take care of it. Not going to use any of my player tokens. Just going to go at that thing. Let's see if I have to spend my 1 blue token. I don't. And we have killed the Haunter. This may have been the first straight up roll that I've killed a Haunter. Congratulations to me. If you're wondering, there are only 3 cards left until the final Wu Feng. And we have the Wicked One, who is going to go over here and clog up my green area. Do I feel like rushing over there and solving that problem? I have 2 tokens. That's not bad. Let's go ahead and spend a yellow to get a 3rd green to guarantee victory. Spend another one. Actually, yes. Let's go ahead and spend another one. We're going to fly over here and take care of it. All right, so let's go ahead and give that a roll. 1 green, 2 green tokens is going to defeat this Haunter. I'm feeling pretty good so far. I only got 2 more left. Don't think I had filmed that. I had put my Buddha that I had that was sitting over there waiting for this ooze devil. Boom! Throwing components is the best. I swear to goodness. That is fantastic. So that is basically a wiped out turn for the boss. I'm going to spend these last 2 tokens, 1 on the yellow power to get myself a blue token, 1 on the double. So let's go ahead and grab both Buddhas and all 3 player tokens. Only 1 more until the boss arrives. That is going to be a hopping vampire. That's right here. Should I spend a token? Yeah, I'll do it. I'll spend a token. I don't like luck. Even with the green player. The green player just gives me a nice buffer with the 4th die, but I like just rolling where I have guaranteed defeat. So that's 1, gets rid of 2. So I would have had it. Would have left myself without yellow tokens, but that's okay. And there we go. 1, 2, and we are ready for the final incarnation of Wu Feng. Woo! And kablamo. I knew they would wipe out the Buddha. They can be on the Buddha. They're going to sit on the Buddha's head. Doesn't do anything to them. This one is just a lot of tokens. 8 tokens in total. How am I doing in my reserves? I got the red. I got the blue. I need 1 yellow, 1 green, and my discount house is set to the wrong thing. So let's go ahead and use the yin yang token and set the discount house to green. So now I would only need to roll 1 red, 1 yellow. That's it. 1 yellow in order to defeat it. Do I want to just go for it now? I mean, I don't really lose anything by going for it now, do I? So let's go ahead and do that. Boom, here it is. The final showdown. And I am going to use the power for blue. So now we have blue, or the blue power, which is going to allow me to roll twice. So all I need is to roll 1 yellow in order to beat this thing because I have the discount on the green. Let's go. There's your yellow. I don't roll the black stone. I have defeated all 3 Wu Fangs. Tells a nice little story, doesn't it? Get to knock off the weenie right in the middle. And then their papa showed up, and then the big grandpa kind of made him Mother Crone style. But we definitely took them out. Not too much of a problem left. I have 2 health left, so I did not get any kind of max score or anything. But I was able to get through an entire game of Hell Mode solo. As I said, playing with 4 characters is a lot harder. So if people want to see that, then maybe next Halloween or whatever it is. But I hope that you enjoyed this playthrough of Ghost Stories in a different mode than you may have seen before. Please let us know what else you want to see in terms of spooky games for Halloween, and let us know if you're having a good time on this Halloween. But until then, this is Jace with the One Stop Co-op Shop. My name, we'll see you at the next stop.